What if I told you that the silence of the universe isn't an accident? What if we're not alone, but every other civilization is hiding? Not because they're shy, not because they're indifferent, but because in the grand, infinite wilderness of the cosmos, contact means death. Imagine a forest, infinite in size. Every tree is a star. Every clearing, a galaxy. And scattered through the shadows, hidden among the leaves, are hunters. Some are young and reckless. Others are ancient, patient, and lethal. None of them know each other's true nature. None of them can afford to reveal themselves. Because in this forest, the first to be seen is often the first to be destroyed. This is the dark forest hypothesis, a chilling answer to one of humanity's oldest questions. If the universe is so vast and life should be everywhere, why haven't we found anyone yet? And the truth might be that we shouldn't be looking. In this journey, we'll walk deep into that cosmic forest. We'll explore the rules of this deadly game. We'll see why even the most advanced civilizations might stay silent for billions of years. And we'll ask the question no one wants to face. Have we already made the mistake of revealing ourselves? In 1950, in a small lunchroom at Los Alamos National Laboratory, a physicist named Enrico Fermi looked up from his sandwich and asked a question so obvious, so devastating, that it still haunts science today. Where is everybody? We now call it the Fermi Paradox, the contradiction between two simple facts. One, the universe is unimaginably vast. Our galaxy alone has over 200 billion stars. Billions of those stars have planets in the habitable zone. Statistically, there should be countless civilizations out there. Two, despite decades of searching, scanning the skies, listening for signals, we've found nothing. Not one confirmed transmission, not one undeniable sign of intelligent life. Think about that. We can detect the whisper of a spacecraft leaving our solar system, yet the cosmos has given us nothing back, only silence. Some scientists say we've barely scratched the surface, that maybe we're just listening at the wrong frequencies or looking at the wrong time. But others think the silence isn't an accident. It's a warning. Because if you were deep in an ancient forest and you heard nothing, no birds, no insects, no rustling of leaves, would you feel safe? Or would you realize you're not alone? And maybe everything else is hiding. Coming up next, Part 3, The Rules of the Dark Forest, where we uncover the cold, ruthless logic that could explain why civilizations choose silence over connection, and why revealing ourselves could be the gravest mistake humanity has ever made. Imagine this. The universe is a vast, endless forest. Each star is a campfire, and around some of those fires, intelligent beings gather. But here's the truth. In this forest, you never know who's out there. You don't know their intentions, and they don't know yours. This is the dark forest theory, made famous by science fiction, but rooted in cold survival logic. Rule number 1, every civilization wants to survive. Rule number 2, resources are finite. Rule number 3, you can never be sure of another civilization's intentions. So, what's the safest strategy? It's not to announce yourself. It's not to send out friendly messages into the void. It's to stay quiet and eliminate any potential threat before it eliminates you. Now think about this. For decades, we've been sending signals into space. Radio waves, TV broadcasts, even deliberate messages like the Arecibo signal. To us, it's curiosity. To a predator, it's a flare in the night sky. If the universe is truly a dark forest, then the reason we've heard nothing may not be because no one is out there, but because the ones who are have already learned the rules. And the first rule is silence. Because in the dark forest, the first to speak is the first to die. Coming up next, Part 4, The Great Filter, the possible barrier that stops most civilizations from ever reaching the stars, and why humanity may already be approaching it. Every time we look at the night sky, we face a haunting contradiction. Billions of stars, billions of planets. The odds should be overwhelming that life exists elsewhere. And yet, silence. This is where the idea of the Great Filter comes in. It's not just a theory, it's a warning. It says that somewhere along the journey from lifeless rock to intelligent, starfaring civilization, there's a barrier. A wall almost no one crosses. Maybe it's behind us. Maybe the rare miracle was life itself forming in the first place. Or maybe it's ahead of us. If it's ahead, it could be nuclear war, self-replicating AI gone rogue, climate collapse, or something even stranger. A cosmic danger we don't yet understand. The filter doesn't care about intentions. It doesn't care about technology. It's merciless. And here's the terrifying part. If we look out and find a galaxy teeming with life, it might actually be bad news. Because that would mean the filter lies ahead, and it's waiting for us. But if we look out and see nothing, perhaps we've already made it through. Perhaps we are the lucky ones. The real question is, are we smart enough to avoid building the filter ourselves? Coming up next, Part 5, The Last Message, where we explore what happens if humanity sends out one final signal and someone answers. Imagine this. The year is 2472. Earth is quiet. Our cities are still lit, but the population is smaller, older. Humanity knows our time as a thriving civilization is running out. And so, the world's last scientists gather, not to build weapons, not to colonize Mars, but to craft a message. It's called the Last Transmission, a carefully encoded record of who we were, our history, our music, our art, even our mistakes. A bottle tossed into the cosmic ocean, and then we wait. 100 years pass. 200. The message travels light year after light year, through dust clouds, past dead suns, into the unknown. And then, one day, a reply arrives. But here's the thing. It's not from a benevolent civilization. It's not even a language we can understand. It's a signal. 3 pulses, then silence. Was it a greeting? A warning? Or the sound of a trap being set? In that moment, we'd have to decide. Do we answer back or vanish into the shadows of the galaxy forever? Coming up in Part 6, The Loneliest Truth, where we confront the most unsettling possibility of all, that maybe we were never meant to meet anyone. What if the reply never comes? What if the universe is empty? No alien civilizations, No grand federations among the stars. Just us, adrift in a sea of nothingness. Scientists call it the Great Silence. For over 60 years, our most powerful telescopes and radio arrays have been listening. And what have we heard? Nothing. Some say it's proof that intelligent life is rare, that we might be the first to rise, or the last survivors of a universe that has already burned through its civilizations. Others whisper about the Great Filter, an invisible wall every advanced species eventually hits, a point in history they cannot pass without self-destruction. Nuclear war, climate collapse, artificial intelligence turning against them. Maybe we've already passed ours. Or maybe it's still ahead. Think about it. If the filter is ahead, then every signal we might detect could be from a civilization that didn't survive it. But here's the most haunting truth. Silence might be safer. Because if there is something out there, and it's powerful enough to hear us, we have no idea if it will come as a friend, or as the last thing we ever see. Pause. Let the emptiness sink in. Coming up in Part 7, the final decision, where we face the question no one wants to answer. Should humanity stay hidden, or knock on the universe's door? Here we stand, on a small blue dot, balanced between silence and a shout into the infinite. Do we remain quiet, hoping the darkness hides us from anything dangerous? Or do we call out, send our voice, our music, our art, our story, to whatever or whoever is out there? The truth is, we've already spoken. Radio waves have been leaking from Earth for over a century. Every broadcast, every TV signal, now racing away from us at the speed of light. A bubble of human noise, 200 light-years wide. If someone out there is listening, they may already know we exist. And maybe, just maybe, they've chosen to stay silent, too. This is humanity's crossroad. The Drake equation may suggest billions of civilizations, but the Fermi Paradox reminds us we've found none. So the choice is ours. Do we wait, or do we reach? And as for me, I believe that knowledge, even risky knowledge, is better than living in the dark. Because every great leap in our history started with a single question. Who's out there? Before you leave, you have two paths. 1. Binge the full Cosmic Mysteries playlist, where every video takes you deeper into the truths of the universe that few dare to talk about. Watch here. 2. Go back to the last episode, where we unraveled how one asteroid strike could end humanity overnight. Watch previous video. If you believe free knowledge should be limitless, subscribe, share this with one friend who dreams big, and let's build a universe-sized conversation together. Because this journey, we've only just begun.